Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HuFin News, where we trade different. Today is November the 13th, 2020. We all are going to speak on Aurora Cannabis for today's video. Now, before I do, we are the only organization, channel, platform that is giving you all a heads up as to what the trap is going to do. Now, if this is your first time watching our video, you may be wondering, what is the trap? Well, the trap is the one individual that you see on my screen on the left side, on the bottom. He's the trap. He's the one that is generating the price movement that occurs in so many financial markets. And in order for us to profit into the market and bag out, we need to follow his movements and get in position. Okay. We need to make sure that we are tracking what he's going to do ahead of time so that we can profit right along with him. Because it's his purpose, if you haven't realized, to take the money from you and vice versa. You're in the market to take the money from him. So this is a game. This is a battle between him and us. So we need to follow what he's going to do so that we can beat him to the game so that we can win. So if this is your first time watching our video, you guys appreciate it. Make sure you, before you go, that you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so you become notified of whenever we upload our video content to this medium, because we don't want you all to miss out. Okay, you all can see right here on my price chart that the last time we did our video in Aurora Cannabis was back in September. September the 5th was when we did our video for Aurora Cannabis, and we followed the sentiment of what the trap was laying down. We said that Aurora Cannabis was going to go lower. And on this particular forecast, you guys can see right here that we could have bagged out 17.5%. I'm sorry, we could have backed out right here around 12.13%. Right here. You guys could look at our playlist. It's right there. We're not hiding anything from you. 12.13%. Now, let's say that you were holding the market or your shares of Aurora Cannabis for a longer time to where the market came all the way down to $4. You would have been up 52.65% right there. All because we got in position back on September the 5th. If you were to get out today, it would be 17.5%, 17.67 right there. And we did all of that without no technical indicators, without trying to read umpteen articles that's out there speaking on Aurora Cannabis. We did all of that just by looking at a price chart, because those things don't matter. You know, technical indicators, articles, listen to experts, none of those things matter. The only thing that matters in the market is what the trap is going to do. Which brings me to this point here. What caused the market to shoot up as high as it did starting on the 5th of November? What would have caused this massive movement high in price? You guys can see that starting on November the 5th, the market in Aurora Cannabis went up 184% from the 5th all the way to the 9th, 4 days. Now, what happened is the question that you may be wondering. Well, I'm going to tell you, okay, because the thing that occurred on these 4 days is that the trap, he plays on events. He loves news because it gives him the opportunity to work his book for him to make more money than if there wasn't any news coming out. And he played the news for Aurora Cannabis earnings, and he did a fantastic job of it, because he brought the market in Aurora Cannabis from $5 all the way up to $14.50 in 4 days. He has made a substantial amount of money out of the participants in the market for Aurora Cannabis. Now, you should have seen that if you understood what he was laying down previously, right? Because now the news is gone. There's no news coming out for Aurora Cannabis, and the market is coming right back to where we once started, because he's almost done working his books. He was selling to the market. Those individuals who played on Aurora Cannabis earnings, or if it was some other type of news like a merger or acquisition, or a partnership, that those individuals were buying the market while he was the one selling it to them. This is how this game works. And those individuals who bought the market in Aurora Cannabis are now sitting in a negative position. Now they're going to sit and wait weeks and months until the market comes right back to where they could at least break even. This is what we do. We follow the trap. We don't care about any other thing that's going on into the market. We don't pay attention to no technical indicators. We don't pay attention to any so-called experts. We don't even pay attention to news articles and acquisitions, because if anything, the trap, he knows about it already. And he gets in position right before these earning and news events. So you guys can tell already that Aurora Cannabis could not sustain $8 support. Even when the market in Aurora Cannabis was able to break above it right here on the 6th of November. It didn't take long for the trap to break that price below support, and now $8 is still restriction. You need to keep that going forward into your head. $8 is restriction into the market in Aurora Cannabis. Don't expect this market to go higher until we see price break back up above $8. And even in that sense, we have $9 that's the next area of restriction. So weakness is running rampant right now in Aurora Cannabis. It was a small spat to where the market trap was able to increase the value of Aurora Cannabis, and now there's no interest. No one wants to buy Aurora Cannabis at this particular moment, because if so, the market would have kept higher from $14. It would have, but now it's not. So already the market that we're following from the trap, he's letting us know that he's going to continue to lower the price of Aurora Cannabis. And we're going to see the market hold some restriction around $18. Now, the market is not all that weak. You know, we are already coming right here in this area for support right here. Okay, we're trading there now in Aurora Cannabis, right? But based off what occurred into the market in Aurora Cannabis, I'm just going to lower it just a little bit lower. Okay, like another 11% from where the market in Aurora Cannabis is currently trading right here. So we're going to TP the market around $6.25, which would be about 10.5% there. And I'm just going to lower from that particular standpoint. And that's it. He has already shown us that the market couldn't keep price above $8 to hold support like it did here. And then we couldn't sustain the excitement of higher price. So what do you expect? Yes, you expect the market to continue to go lower. Right now, we're not looking at a lot of weakness, but just a little bit lower from where we're currently where we're seeing the market being traded. That's it. So now we sit, we wait, and let him work, because we're already in position. We are expecting price movement to be a little bit lower. Well, we are. What are you seeing though? This is our forecast, our prediction. Now, what is your prediction? What is your forecast? What do you see for Aurora Cannabis? And don't make it complicated. Tell me what direction we're headed, and then tell me where will the market in Aurora Cannabis be in the next, 3 weeks. Where will price be at? We have already identified where price would be. Now I want you to tell me yours. Make sure you maintain a profitability and trade different.